spend a day with us exploring Rochester, New York. If I'm being quite honest, growing up in Buffalo, we always referred to Rochester as Crochester, and I really never thought that there was much to do here, but I can confidently say after spending a day here, my opinion has changed, and I am very sorry for always dogging this city, because it was actually so much fun. The whole reason that we were going to Rochester is because Hans's little sister found this store called the Siren and the Sea, and I think they've only been open for like 2 weeks, but basically it's a cafe and a bookstore all in one. And you know, when we see something on Instagram or TikTok and it's within like a 2-hour radius, like we're gonna be there. And listen here, it did not disappoint. It was one of the coolest bookstores I've ever been into. The coffee was decent. I think I would definitely get just like a regular latte last time, but the book selection they had upstairs was just so good. Obviously, we weren't gonna drive all the way to Rochester just to do one thing. So while we were stumbling around looking for our next little stop, we found this romance-only bookstore. It was called Burn Bright Books, and I genuinely cannot talk highly enough about this place. Maybe romance-only bookstores are big things in other cities, but I have literally never heard of one nor been inside of one. And I probably would drive all the way back to Rochester just to go here again. It was so cute. Now, going back to my previous Rochester slander, I am genuinely so sorry because I never thought the city was popping like this. But there were so many cute stores. Like, I was just like so gagged walking into every single place. And I know that I really enjoyed the city because the weather was shit the day that we were there. Like, it was just cold and rainy and gloomy, and even though the weather was crappy, we all had the best time. Like, that is such a good sign of a city if the weather is bad, but you are still just popping out every single time. We had such a long morning exploring and just going into a bunch of different shops and bookstores, so it was finally time to get down and dirty with some food. And we ended up popping over to this place called Magnolia's, and the food there was banging, okay? I mean, from the second we walked in, the place was booked and busy, so you know it's a good vibe. But I ended up getting this bowl of tomato soup, and it wasn't your regular stregular tomato soup, okay? There was cheese added into it, and there were artichokes in it, which might sound a little funky, but it worked and it was delicious. One of my favorite things to do when we're exploring a new city is to go to as many local coffee shops as possible, so obviously it was time for coffee number 2, and y'all, this was a coffee. I ended up trying a tiramisu latte, and while I am editing this 7 days later, I have still thought about that coffee every single day since leaving Rochester. It was a very simple vanilla latte with some mascarpone on top, but the way they did it, yo, like I feel like I don't even have words for it. It genuinely is just like so freaking amazing. If I'm looking back on this day in Rochester, honestly the name of the game was 3 things, okay? Food, coffee, and cute little shops. And Rochester, baby, you did not disappoint. Like, I just feel so bad about all the filth that I've drugged this city through because I had so much fun, and it was just like such an unexpected surprise to genuinely love Rochester as much as I did. The weather might have been crappy, but the vibes were up. The bookstores were up, the stores were up, the food was up. It was genuinely just like such a good day. I will say that I accidentally soaked my socks, so we did have to make a little stop into the mall so I could buy new socks. That was on me. I'm not even gonna blame the city because that truly was on me. But after a very long day of exploring, we ended up wrapping up our night at this restaurant called Crisp. And honestly, just do yourself a favor and go make that dinner reservation because the shit was fire. Okay, love you guys. Bye.